So welcome back to AmbitionZ VapeR. What up, squad? I hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. Haha. So today's review, I got a new camera. Don't have the same mic. So definitely let me know in the comments below if it sounds different, better, looks worse. You know, just let me know so I can make adjustments accordingly. Still 1080p 60 frames per second, but it's not about that. All right, guys. Today's review is going to be on the Goon RDA 22mm by 528 Customs and Blue Eyed Goon off of Instagram. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. So this was sent to me from Element Vape for the purpose of this review. It's not going to change my opinion of this RDA. Well, we all know about the Goon original, the 24mm. It came in brass, stainless steel, and black. One of the best RDAs, if not the best RDA in the market. Everybody loves it. It started the Goon style deck, the clamp style deck. I loved the Goon 24mm RDA, but what I didn't like is that I had a brass one. It gave me a kind of a off taste. It kind of ruined the natural, authentic flavor from my e-liquid because of the brass. It's just 2mm smaller. I have the stainless steel one, so I should have a pretty nice authentic taste of my e-liquid on this one. All right, so what we're gonna do in this review, guys, is we're gonna dive down, we're gonna take a look at it, we're gonna go through all the specifications, I'm gonna throw a build in it for you, wick it up, the whole nine. Then we're gonna come back up, we're gonna vape on it, talk on it, pros and cons, final thoughts. If a mugger stole my book bag, would I go out and buy this? Let you know how much they are, where you can find them, and we'll wrap it up like usual, squad. Okay? Let's go dive down now. Let's take a look at it. I'll see you guys in a minute. So this is the package that the Goon 22mm will come in. Same as the 24mm. All right, it's the stainless steel. It comes in stainless steel or black. Nice little pouch here. You will get Phillips head screws, 4 of them, and O-rings for the additionals. That's it. It's a nice felt. All right, I did a review on the 24mm. It does cling to lint and cat hair and whatnot. So this is the Goon 22mm RDA. All right, it's going to have your 528 custom vapes up top, just like the 24. Same airflow. 528 custom copper 510. Let's really zoom in on that. Ooh, look at that. Now, I like that about this new camera. It can really zoom in for you. So, it's definitely got a nice protruding 510 copper pin. Nice threads. It's got the it's got the Phillips head screw down below with a washer to take out the deck if you'd like so. My serial number is 2597. Give you a nice close look at this bad boy. It has your Blue Eyed Goon logo on the front. All right. Very nice. Got your chuff top. You can buy custom chuff tops with this, obviously. Definitely press fitted. Top cap. Airflow, single and dual coil. All right, the single's got 2 holes versus 3. 1 O-ring. Nice top. It's got an O-ring in the top to help the drip tip stay in there. No conical design, but we all know that about the Goon. Still has great flavor. The AFC ring. Here's the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Goon style. Beautiful, man. I mean, it is just a gorgeous RDA. 22mm, 24mm, it doesn't matter. It is just gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I love this camera. Look at that. As you notice, you can just see how it opens up. I mean, you just put a lead in there, it just pops right open. See? Just pops right open for you. Definitely, that's what I love about the Goon. All right. So you got same amount of build room on this one through the leads, for the leads anyways, on the 22 than instead of the 24. There's a lot of questions about why would they make a 22 versus a 24. Well, I believe they made a 22 instead of a 24 so that some devices don't have a 24 millimeter that will sit flush. It will have overhang. In mech mods, a lot of mech mods, that's why they made it 22, guys. So hopefully that answered your question. So that's 24 karat gold plated peak insulator. Derwin Wideboard drip tip, like I showed you. It's serialized, like I said. Deep juice well, yep. 22 millimeters in diameter, yep. This was the innovator of one of the best RDAs on the market right now. So if you wanted to, you could take that off as well. Let's back out. And wow, it looks totally different looking at that from that distance. Small, ain't it? That's a small little bugger. So that's the 24 millimeter, and that's the 22. So I have a custom money dough drip tip that fits in the original Goon. So it should technically fit in here. Boom. Alright, it most definitely fits. It's a very, very tight snug. So we're going to put some, man, it looks big, don't it? Some James Mucklin Alien Claptons, N80, 3mm, 0.18 dual coil, 2836 gauge. These are what the coils look like. Wow, I love this camera. You can really see beautiful detail. Can I go zoom closer? Oh my goodness. That is some detail. Now it's going to be shaky like that because it's so close, but beautiful aliens, man. Up close and personal. All right. X Series milk and cookies from Kilo E-Liquid. 60 ml bottle, 0, 3, and 6 milligrams of nicotine to 70-30 VG/PG ratio. They also have like birthday cake, honey cream, and apple pie. This is my favorite. This is the size of the 24. It's definitely bigger, you know? Let's go back up to FaceTime Vape on this, talk on it. I will compare it, flavor and vapor, to the 24mm Goon and let you know if there's any difference between the two. See you guys in a minute. So we are back from the close-up on the Goon 22mm RDA. I have it on the X200 by Cartel Mods DNA 200 resin styled box mod. The drip tips are compatible. It's the same diameter chuff top as the Goon 24mm. 110 watts. It's a 0.17 ohm build. It's a vape. Two of the airflow holes open. I have one closed off. That's the way I like the Goon. The O-rings tolerances are beautiful. The deck is beautiful. Plenty of room to put any type of build in the clamp style, bridge, Goon style deck. We all know that. O-rings are perfect. Now, the tolerance to the aftermarket drip tips that I purchased, I think it was from Helix Designs, are a very tight fit, which is good. But they're a tight fit to get in there. Once you get in there, you're pretty much golden. I definitely love the looks of it. I love the design of it. I love the beveled top up here. It's a great, great design. It's a great three-piece design. It's a copper 510 protruding pin. You can use this on a hybrid. I love the posts. The posts are nice and big. It's very easy. You just slam your coils in there, you tighten down your leads, and you're ready to rock and roll. You want to leave your cotton down to the deck, and there's a little gap between the two clamp bridge posts. There's a little gap of air that can get in between. You don't want to cover that with cotton. You want to let that air go in between. It does add flavor. It gives it a nice swooshy airflow. I definitely love the airflow. I love the RDA. And I must say, I taste better flavor on the stainless steel versus the brass. The brass definitely gave me like a metallic-y, penny, I don't know, kind of taste. And I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. So it was kind of collecting dust. But now that I have the stainless steel version, and it's a smaller version, I definitely am very much enjoying this RDA a whole lot more than the other Goon that I have. Because of brass only. That is the only reason why I enjoy this better than the 24mm. Because of the brass. You could take your clamp bridge posts out to clean them, and you could put them back in. Both of them. Which is very nice. This thing does have one of the best flavors I have had on an RDA. This and the Twisted Messes 24 and the Twisted Messes Squared. These are my two favorite RDAs of all times. And the Sleeper RDA as well. That's definitely up there. That's in the category as well. I'm a 4-post type of guy. I really love my 4-post style design decks because I like one lead going in that one, and then the other lead's going in that one. That's my favorite, okay? My second favorite is the Goon, okay? I don't really like how the leads overlap because sometimes it's a little tricky to cut the leads, and then you have leads kind of hanging around. As long as you cut them short, it's really not a big deal. I just don't like the aesthetics of it. I just don't like having leads on top of leads. It just looks kind of like... Maybe I'm a little OCD about that. I'm not really OCD, but I'm definitely OCD about my coils in the posts. That's one thing. I don't know why. It's a weird thing, but I'm very OCD about that. I don't like leads on top of leads. If it looks all like, kind of like this or that, it kind of bothers me. That's why I like 4-posts. Clean, like ready to rock and roll. I love that. Very easy to clip the leads. You don't have to pay too much attention to detail. Not that you have to do too much attention to detail on this one. It's just a personal preference. It's subjective, and that's what I like. Do I notice a difference of flavor on the 22 versus the 24? Well, if the 24 was stainless steel, I believe that this would have a little better flavor. All right, it just makes sense. It's a more condensed, reduced chamber. There's less distance for the air to travel. There's less room inside the deck for the air and the vapor to travel. It's smaller. The smaller your chamber gets, the better flavor you're going to get. Now, depending on the build that you have in it as well, if you have a very, very small diameter of a chamber and then you put a really, really sub-ohm big build in there, it's not going to work. You're not going to get good flavor. You kind of have to accommodate the build with the chamber that you're working on. But 22 and 24, it doesn't really matter, okay? And as well as the airflow. The airflow is a huge, substantial difference as well. Same airflow as the 24. Same airflow on both. Same size on both. They look like they're 3 2.5mm circular airflow holes. I like them too. 2 open on each side, I'm good to go. Now, you have single coil option on this, and it only has 2 airflow holes versus 3. On the 24, you have 3 for the single. On the 22, you have 2. It's a great RDA, guys. It's a phenomenal RDA. It's one of the best RDAs on the market, is the Goon 22 or 24. I like, it depends on what I'm trying to do. If I like bigger coils, like 26 gauge aliens and a lot of wraps and stuff like that, then the 24 is going to be more for you. If you like smaller 28 gauge aliens and you don't do Claptons and all that stuff, and you like regular wire builds, I think the 22 is better suited for you. AmbitionZ, why the hell they make the 22 when they already have a 24? It's a legitimate question, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that the reason why they made the 22 is because of mech mods. There's a lot of mech mods that aren't 24 millimeters in diameter, so you're going to have overhang. That's why they made the 22. You're going to have devices that 24 millimeters is going to overhang on the device, so they made it 22 so you don't have overhang. There's a lot of people out there that would bother people, and why not have the option? You know, I like how they went backwards instead of forwards. I like how they made a 22 instead of a 30 or a 25. If a mugger stole my book bag, I would buy this in one heartbeat of a second, most definitely. I don't really have any cons to it. I don't. Maybe the aftermarket drip tips that you buy from Helix Designs might be a tight fit. That might be a subjective con. I don't really have any cons to it. There isn't any cons. You know, O-rings are beautiful. Airflow is beautiful. Single coil, dual coil. I don't have any gripes with this RDA. No cons whatsoever. And it's very hard for me to say that because a lot of devices have subjective cons. But you guys could probably, somebody out there is going to find a con for this, most definitely. These 3 RDAs are my favorite of all times. You can find the Goon 22mm at elementvape.com. Link on screen and description. That's where it's sent from. That's where you can find it. It's $49.95. $50 for this RDA. It's most definitely worth it. You have a bunch of additional accessories. You can buy I'm pretty sure there's going to be additional colors for the 22. So you can get like a different color AFC ring, or have the bottom brass or the top brass and the rest stainless steel or black. You could do matchy-matchy with your box mods and stuff. That's what I got for you today, squad. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If you did, you know what to do. I give you content daily, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Don't waste your bandwidth not being subscribed to this channel. Remember, squad, stay juiced up. Smoking is gone. Vaping is on. Let's vape on.